to another Fast Food Toy Reviews video review. Today we're going to look at Transformers Armada, set of 8 awesome little toys released by McDonald's way back in 2002. Let's get them opened up and have a little fun. Number 1 is Optimus Prime, and he looks fantastic. I love the clear red plastic going on here. Really makes him pop. And then underneath right here, you can see the clear blue plastic as well. I like translucent plastic with a lot of these type of toys. These are so cool. It makes them look like more robotic, if you will. This is kind of neat. And so real quick here, I wanted to show you a couple of the inserts that it comes with. So here's the instructions, and it shows you how to transform Optimus. And then right there at the bottom, it shows that his little fists stick out, and they're supposed to glow in the dark. Well, I checked mine, and they don't glow all so well. Maybe they did back in the day, but no, the glow juice has worn out. And then right here, it shows that the 4 Autobots combined and the 4 Decepticons in the set also combined to make giant robots. So I thought that was kind of neat. And then here's an old school advertisement, like a little ad in here. And it shows here the actual Transformer toys that you could have got back in the day actually do combine with these McDonald's toys, which I find very interesting. If you read it right there, it reads, all McDonald's Transformers Happy Meal toys connect to Transformers Armada figures from the Hasbro line. So if you look right there, you can see some of the accessories and different stuff attached to the actual Transformers toys. And then on this side here, it shows Optimus with his trailer and everything. That's an actual Transformer, not a Happy Meal toy, which I have in my collection. It's very cool stuff. So here's Optimus, and he's a very simple toy. All these Happy Meal toys are very simple. So how this works is you pull the arms out just like so, and then you flip his fists up, and these are the ones that are supposed to glow right here. But they don't. I messed with it. The glow juice is gone. And then down here, he's got his little toes. You flip those down. So now you got his little feet sticking out. And the wheels and everything roll on these, which is kind of neat. And you flip this top up right here, and then you pull Optimus's head out. And then right there, that does not, that's not a very good likeness to Optimus. It is kind of neat though, at least it's robotic. And then on the back here, you have this yellow button. You're supposed to pull this down, and then his little arm is supposed to like kind of wiggle up and down. That's part of the gimmick. That's what he does. I know it's silly, right? But that's what he does. That's the gimmick with Optimus. It's his arms just kind of just wiggles up and down. Not both arms, just the one. I don't know. This one kind of like has a ratchet click in there, and you hear it. So it's good for posability, I suppose. So you can pose that arm up and down, and then this one just kind of like wiggles. You can see a spring loaded in there. And that's it. There you go. It's Optimus Prime. Number 2 in the set is Hotshot. That's right, Hotshot, not Bumblebee. You would like to think that this is Bumblebee, but it's not. It's Hotshot. So there is a very good likeness here. I get it, you know. And I remember back in the day when I first got my hands on this set, I thought for sure, I'm like, yeah, that's Bumblebee. Well, no, it's not. It's actually Hotshot. So you can see it's kind of like another wonky toy, but it is a Happy Meal toy, so you can't complain too much. You can see at the top right here with the windshield and everything, it doesn't really go and line up together very well, but that's okay. It's all right. It still looks kind of neat. And let's see. So what does he do? Underneath, you got some wheels right here that roll along. So you just pull them back, and you let them go. He's got a cool pullback feature. That's right. So it's actually really neat. Look at that. It's awesome. I love the pullback feature. So you got the 2 separate wheels here. These side black wheels here just molded into place. All right, so how this works is you basically just take this windshield panel part here and you flip it out like this. And then these will be his arms. And you don't want to force it too much. And you can see what's going on. You can see the little, I don't know what you call that. I don't know if it's a ball joint, kind of, sort of. So you kind of just flip them out like this, and then inside you can see the red part. That's actually his arms. And then you come right here, you flip this up, and it reveals his little head in there. See? Not Bumblebee. And then down here, these are his feet. So you pull the legs down, kind of snap them out, and you hear them pop into place. And you flip these out right here. Now these are supposed to be his feet. That's his feet right there. Look at this. And you can see the little holes and stuff right there. That's where everything kind of tabs together, which we'll get to at the end. We'll combine these things and have a look at them. But that's what he does. You can kind of pose him a little bit. Kind of move the arms like this. He's got this massive chest right here. Here's a look at the back. There's really nothing you can do with this black little flap thing here. It just kind of hangs there. And that's it. Let's see how well he stands. Let's see if we can actually get him to stand. And look at that, he does kind of stand quite well, considering he's got these narrow, tiny little feet sticking out. And that is it. So there you go. It's Hot Shot. So who remembers the G1 jump starters? That's right, this is what this is. This is a jump starter, reminiscent of the Top Spin and Twin Twist from back in the day, some of the original Transformers that came out back in the 80s. This is really cool. This is one of my favorite ones out of the set, simply because of that. And I have all those in my actual collection. That's why I like this so much. So this is Starscream. It's a very simple gimmick. So all you do is you fold them in half. Now he goes from bot mode to alt mode, so now there he is in jet mode. And then if you look underneath here, you got some wheels. He has a pullback feature, and how this is supposed to work, and it's very tricky to get him to work on camera, is that you pull him back, and then he goes so far that he jumps up, and then he's supposed to spring to life, and then stand on his 2 feet. So you can see he's kind of like popping out right there. And all you do is you pull him back. Let's see if we can get it. And let's see if we can get it on camera. Nope, let's spin him around. We can do this. You ready? Here we go. Oh, he almost had it. You can see what he's supposed to do. So he's supposed to jump to life and then pop up and then land on his feet. We're going to try this one more time because I like messing with this thing. This is cool. So let's see if we can get it. He's very finicky. But I think if you had this toy in your collection, you'd absolutely love it. All right, here we go. No, no, no. He's so close. He wants to jump, but he wants to jump when he gets off screen. So let's see if we can get it over here. Come on. If you got to time it just right, and then you can get him to jump. Come on, Starscream. And let's pretend we can do it. Here, ready? Here we go. There we go. He did it. But you get the idea. He's spring loaded at the waist right here, and he just jumps up and then stands there. So he goes from alt mode to bot mode, and then boom. It's just the timing of it, zipping back and forth. It's very tricky. But anyway, there you go. It's Starscream. Number 4 in the set is Cyclonus, and he's a bit of a wonky toy, but he looks fantastic. So we'll give you a little spinaroo here, and you can take him all, and he looks great, right? So it's obviously a helicopter, and he looks awesome. He's got the little propeller at the top that spins. So if you look underneath here, this is part of the gimmick right there. See this wheel? You spin this, and then the propeller spins. So if we push him along like this, you can see the propeller spinning. But if you push it really fast, it's supposed to shoot up in the air and take off. So let's try that. It kind of works with the back end here. It keeps popping off. So you get the idea. So you put this back in, and then you just simply push them along as fast as you can. And I'm pushing it quite fast. And it doesn't come off no matter how fast you push it. It kind of wants to. It spins so fast you can actually feel the air coming off of this while it's spinning. So how this works is basically you take this back end here. It's all tabbed in right there. So you pull it down like this and then kind of lock it back into place. And then these little, like, I don't know, missile launchers or something, they're supposed to be his arms. If you look closely, you can see his little fists molded in there. And his little head and everything just kind of fixed into place. And then you take the propeller here and you stick it back on top right here and just kind of like rest it in there, and that's it. So that's how he transforms, and you got the little hinged little arms that kind of move up and down, and that's what he does. And then you got to hope that he doesn't come unhinged, I guess. So it's kind of wonky, but you can see the little tabs in there. They tab into place as well, and that's it. That's what he does. There you go. It's Cyclonus. The next one in the set is a Smokescreen. He looks really cool. He's got some pretty solid detail to him. I love the orange, the blue windshields here. He looks actually really cool. So you would think, because you see his little head sticking out right there, you think that's the front, but it's actually the back. And on the front here, if you look at the bumper, there's a little button, and it's like a spring gimmick. So you push this little button and watch the crane arm on the top. That's part of the gimmick right there. It pops off. So all you do is you just put this back on. It's like a spring-loaded thing. You pop it in, locks into place, and then how this is supposed to work is you basically smash this against like a wall. We'll use my hand, and it's supposed to trigger the arm by hitting that little button on the bumper and try to get the crane arm to pop off, but he's not working so well, so you have to manually do it. And that's what you do. And so what you do here to transform, how this works is basically you flip this down right here, and it reveals his head. So you give you an up close look at that. He's got some chubby cheeks going on. And then back here are the arms. So pretty much you just pull these out a little tight and you reveal the arms. So now, yes, that's his arms in this little blue panel. You flip this down and it kind of locks into place and get it lined up. There we go. And now you have this wonky, this has got to be the most wonky Transformer ever. And then you take his little crane arm here and basically just pop it on right there to the back. And there you have Smokescreen. It's making me chuckle because he's just so goofy looking. Like, I don't even know what to make of this thing. But it's cool though because it's a Transformer. And of course he stands quite well too. And that's about it, folks. So there you go. It's Smokescreen. Number 6 in the set is Red Alert, one of my old school favorites from back in the day. He looks awesome. It's a little emergency type vehicle. He looks great. I love the clear bits at the top right here with this red and everything. Looks really nice. We'll give you a little spinaroo here. And so his gimmick is right here at the head. You push this down and the wheels roll underneath. So it's like kind of like friction based. As you push the head, these little wheels here, they got little rubber bits on them to help them grip the table. Helps them roll along. So the back ones here, the back wheels here are freewheeling. The top ones right here are just molded into place. So this is how it works. You put him here on the table, you push his head down, and kind of help him go. Come on, buddy. Well, this toy is kind of old, so it's getting hung up in there a little bit, but he still kind of wants to work a little bit. Come on, man. You're embarrassing me. Come on. And yeah, he's just getting hung up. I think it's just due to the age of the toy. But you can see what he's supposed to do. He's just getting hung up. Come on, buddy. Just one time for me. Just do it one time. Come on. It's weird because he wants to work while I'm holding it, and then as soon as I set him down, he doesn't want to work. So let's try this one more time. And I guess, I don't know. You get the idea. You see what's happening here. So how you transform this guy is very simple. So you pull the panels out here on the side. These are his arms, and then you come down here, you flip these blue bits. These are his little feet. You pull them out, just like that. And then his little chest drops down, and then you spin the head around to reveal the face. And voila, look at that, there you go. Now you have Red Alert in bot mode. Again, he looks kind of wonky because his arms are all flailed back, and I don't know, it looks silly. But he is still cool, I guess, I don't know. So there you have it, folks. It's Red Alert. Number 7 is Megatron, who looks awesome, by the way. This thing is really neat looking. You can see his little turret spinning around. So that's part of the gimmick right there. So you can remove this, and then you simply just place it on here, and it spins around. And you can move this up and down, so there is some movement right there. It's a little hinge. Look, there's a hinge right there. So basically, all you do is you pull this off, and then to transform Megatron, you simply start right here. We'll get his little arms. They're kind of like tight in there, but you can get them out. Fold his little arms down and get them out, and there you go. So now you can see his little arms. And then you take him at the waist here, you spin him around, and then you come down here, and here's his little feet. Flip those out, just like so. And then you take his little turret here, his little cannon, you place it back here where it was, you place it to the side, and then you can fold it like this, and it tucks in underneath. So now you have it sticking out to the side like that. Or you can simply take it and spin it to the other side and put it on this side. However you see fit, it works either way, and it looks kind of cool. But on the back here is another little gimmick here. There's a little purple button. You give this a push and watch his arm. His little arm flops up and down. And again, his little purple arms are supposed to glow in the dark, and I did mess with this, and I got really bright lighting, and I tried to get it to glow in the dark, and it's just the glow juice is gone. There's no more glow juice. And let's see, we'll take his little cannon here, we'll put it back on and place it back under his arm, and that's it. There you go. It's Megatron. And last up at number 8 is Demolisher, who, just like Megatron, is looking awesome as a little tank. So we'll give you a little spinaroo here. You can take them all in. He looks fantastic. So one of his little gimmicks is right here. You got the little button here at the front, this little yellow button. You give that a push, and then watch this cannon on the side. It pops off, and you simply just lock it back into place, and that's the gimmick. You just push the button, and it pops off for some reason. I don't know. It's kind of goofy and silly and wonky, but I enjoy it. So all you're supposed to do is roll them along and then bang it into a wall, kind of, sort of. Come on, you can do it. And then this little arm thing pops off. And there's tiny little wheels underneath to help him roll along. So how you transform Demolisher? Very simple. So you take his little pieces right here, you kind of just fold them down, and then you flip this piece right here that makes his foot, and then you come to this side, we'll pull the little arm off here, and then you slide this down, kind of wonky, but you can get it, and then you flip this leg right down, and then flip the bottom panel up. Well, not a panel, it's like his foot or whatever. And then you can place this back on, and that is his arm. It locks into place. And let's see, so he got his little head. This is so wonky looking, it's making me chuckle. So you flip his little head up, and let's see if we get an up-close look of his little head. And you kind of just move this around. This is his arm, so you kind of fold this into place. And now you have like a cannon arm, and then whatever this thing is, missile launcher arm, and then he got his wonky, wobbly little feet here. Like, this thing is so out of proportion. And then again, with the yellow button here, you give it a push, and for some reason his arm pops off. You just simply clip it back into place, and there you go. Let's see how well he stands. He is kind of wobbly and loose and wonky, so it is kind of tricky to get him to kind of like hold a pose, but I think we can get it. And look at that, there we go. We have Demolisher. These things are so cool and wonky looking. I absolutely love them. Anyway, folks, there you go. So another cool feature about this set is that the Decepticons combine to make a giant robot, and the Autobots combine to make another giant robot. So here are all 4 Decepticons, and it's kind of wonky, it's fidgety, it wants to kind of like fall apart, but if you get it just right, it will stay together. And you can see what I got going on here. It's just this, like, I don't even know what to make of it. Like, what would be the name of this? You know, Constructacepticon bot or something? I'm not really sure. But you can see where I got everything all pegged into place here and over here. And you can see how it all goes together. And I guess it kind of rolls along. You really can't do too much with it. The playability is kind of like downscaled simply because if you mess with it too much, it's going to like flop apart. So it's more of a display piece than anything. I don't know what to make of it other than it's just a giant monstrosity of a robot Decepticon toy. But I guess it looks kind of neat, I suppose, right? I mean, make of it what you will. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments section. So anyway, I don't know what you call it, so there you go. So here are the 4 Autobots, and I'm going to show you how these combine. It's very simple. You have very wonky and weird. So basically you take Optimus and then you peg him on top of Hotshot here. And then at the bottom of Hotshot you have his little feet right here with little holes. And then you place one on each of the shoulders of these little guys. Red alert right here. There we go. And we just take this, and you can see where this peg's on like this. And once you get them on there, it actually is kind of tight, so it will stay in place pretty decent. And then that forms kind of like the legs. But it's so top heavy and wonky, you kind of have to lean it and fidget with it to get them to stand. It's definitely a shelf diver for sure. Like, I would be careful if you were going to display it like this. Be real careful, because it's kind of leaning. So let's pan up here, and you can see what he looks like in this giant bot mode. Let's see, let's do it like this. There you go. So that's what he looks like all together. I don't even know what to make of it. It's kind of silly and funny though. I mean, I'm having a good time playing with it. And we got his little crane arm here. I guess we could just put this to the back and lock this back into place here like this, and make sure we keep that in place. And you got to be real careful with it or it'll fall apart. Look at this thing. It's so silly. Maybe if you mess with his arms, puts his arms down, maybe just fold his arm. It shows in the instructions they're not supposed to be down, but maybe if we fold this arm in a little bit, it's such a wonky toy. Everything just wants to flop apart. But it is still awesome though, if you think about it, for what it is, a Happy Meal toy and a combiner robot. Like, come on, you'll never get this again. No, man, McDonald's will never make anything like this again. So you got to appreciate it for what it is. So anyway, I don't know what name you give this thing. We'll just call this the Monster Autobot or something. I don't know what you call it, but there you go. And there you have it, everyone. Transformers Armada set of 8 fantastic little toys released by McDonald's back in 2002. This is a classic Transformers set if there ever was one. I absolutely love it. My favorite one, believe it or not, is not Optimus. It's Starscream, simply because of the jump starter stuff. I remember having those when I was a kid, the little top spin and twin twist. So I have a special place in my heart for Starscream there. And just a quick side note, you can flail out the legs of Megatron, so now he's got this bow-legged look. This is kind of silly. So Megatron actually looks kind of awesome too. Who is your favorite out of this set? Let me know down in the comment section. Is it Optimus, Megatron? Is it Starscream? Hotshot? Let me know. And that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. See you again next time.